What's up, everybody? Ryan here with Southern Reptiles. Today is a beautiful day. I hope everybody's having a great weekend, a relaxing weekend. It's the new year, 2021. New year means new opportunities, new blessings, and new content. I'm hoping to be putting out more content in the upcoming months than you could possibly believe. As you guys know, I've been a little busy, haven't been putting many videos out. It's kind of been a combination of both being the holidays and also what I'm about to get into just briefly. As I mentioned in another video, I am basically in the process of moving. I'm moving our family and moving all of my animals from our old property to our new property. The new property is about 4 to 5 times the amount of land, which is perfect for us. It's got a huge pond, a fully fenced in pond, so I'm going to be able to get all my aquatic turtles in a giant outdoor pond, and it's going to make for a lot of good content. So I just had my hands full, between moving our furniture, and now I'm going to be moving hundreds of turtles and tortoises. It's keeping me busy, but it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. We've been blessed, and I'm going to take full advantage of this and try to put out tons of videos of all the different things I'm going to be building: enclosures, new turtles, new tortoises, other reptiles, things I'm going to do with outdoor cages and all kinds of new setups and ponds, waterfalls, everything. So I hope anybody who does watch the videos will be excited, and if you are watching at the moment, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the little bell notification button so you see you're notified when any new videos come out, and stay tuned for lots of good content, and keep watching. So I got some of my tortoises loaded up right now. If it were up to me, I would love to just get all my animals loaded up in one big truck and move them all at one time. But thinking responsibly and thinking about the care and the health of the animals, I don't want to do that. I don't want to rush it and get everybody over there and not have proper setups, not have proper husbandry, and not have proper care, and as a result, they'll be neglected, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm just kind of slowly but surely moving, one group of tortoises over at a time, and I've kind of started with some of the smaller species that are going to be living inside, and then I'm working my way up towards the older tortoises, and some of them I'm also holding back on moving them because a lot of them are in the middle of a nesting season right now, and I don't want to majorly throw things off. A lot of my Redfoots and Cherryheads and even the Yellowfoots have been laying eggs, so I do not want to throw them off by moving them so quickly. But I'll show you right now who I got loaded up. All right, so I got the spider tortoises. I love those species right here. So I got them loaded up here in the car. These guys are ready to be moved over to the new property. Love these guys. These are just incredible tortoises. It's amazing. It doesn't even look real almost. It's so cool. And they're just such a beautiful animal. And it's hard to believe that this is a full-grown adult right here. How big that is. It's like 5 inches and it's fully grown. And they're the weather's a little bit cooler. It's in the 70s, and these guys are used to really hot temperatures, so they're kind of just bunkered down right now because it's a little bit cooler than usual. So I'm gonna kind of just leave them be. I just wanted to show you, but they're just kind of nestled in the corners over here. You can see some more of them down there, and yeah, so my plan is once I get them over, they're going to be moved into actually 2 separate tubs and 2 separate sets of lighting, UVB and heat, and I will keep you guys updated on that. But I got them loaded up. I'm going to close up the truck and get them over to the new property. Spider tortoises have been unloaded. I brought them up here into the garage. They are chipper and happy and active as ever. I don't know, a lot of people say spider tortoises are like having a pet rock. I've never noticed that. Mine are so active and they're constantly walking around, constantly drinking water, breeding and eating. So I don't know, I've never heard that. I've never noticed that, but I've heard that from many people. But this is just temporary spot. As you can see, we just we're moving in. We've only been here for a couple days. These are all empty boxes here that need to be thrown out, and this garage is basically going to be my tortoise room for now. I'm going to be moving the Indian stars in here. The spiders are already in here, and all my pancake tortoises will be moved in here. Aside from these spider tortoises, the only thing I've moved is just the incubator, and I'll show you that. I have a little surprise there, and then I'll show you the rest of the property, so keep watching. Here's the incubator. This is one of the more challenging parts of the move, was moving about 50 or 60 eggs without rotating or damaging or causing any harm to any of them, and it was a challenge. So nice surprise. Woke up this morning and we have 3 Redfoots hatching out, as you can see. The little guy's poking his head out. Another little cutie. So they've pipped and basically broken open a little hole. Then they almost kind of just take like a nap and regain their energy. And then over the next 24 to 48 hours, they're gonna completely break free from the egg. They all seem to be doing pretty good. They're just resting at the moment. All right, let's get to outside. All right, so I'm coming out of the garage here. So I'm gonna do a little walkthrough of the property. This whole thing is gonna be a major project, a work in progress. Everything over at my old property has been years and years in the making of building enclosures and everything. And I gotta pick it all up and move it. So it's stressful, but it's very exciting at the same time, to say the least. I cannot wait to get all the animals over here. I can't wait to have some of my friends out that I work with in the hobby, and have them come and help and check out some of my stuff, like Bob Cross and Fred Grunwald and some others. So stay tuned for that in the future, and check out the new yard. If you're still watching, please hit the thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, so this is the front part of the yard here. As you can see, lots of shade, lots of pine trees, lots of pine cones. So it's nice, some big pine trees, little pine trees, and it's just beautiful out here. The yard is fully fenced. Completely fenced all the way around. Some parts are a little shakier than others, but it's all secure. The previous owner kept ducks, chickens, pigs, and he needed his yard to be secure, so we already got that taken care of. So this is just kind of the front corner. It's nice and shaded over here. Lots of trees and things that need to be trimmed back. I'm going to be doing a lot of trimming and cutting, but I just love the shade of the pine trees, and the pine needles on the ground also offer a little bit of substrate, which I like. This is actually a Muscovy duck egg right here. That how do I know it's a Muscovy duck egg? The previous owner had like 100 Muscovy ducks, and he kept them here, and they laid eggs all over the property, and they still are some kind of wandering around. So this is all good. This stuff needs to be trimmed back over here. That's no big deal, but this is a lot of space out here for enclosures all along under these pine trees up against the fence. I'm gonna be adding in some hedge line, some bushes, so a little more privacy. This is actually where our well is. We're on a well. We're not on city water, which I actually prefer, being on well water. It's better for the animals and better on my wallet as well. So that's where the well water comes up. I'm gonna cover that up with a fake rock or something. So we get over here, still plenty of space. This needs to be thrown out over here and trimmed back. I'm gonna be spending a whole day basically trimming and throwing branches out. And here we come to the pond, which this fence was completely fixed before we moved in, which I'm grateful for because it's good for good for turtles, but also good for my son. I have a 1-year-old son and I need to be careful about him getting near the pond. So this fence makes a great enclosure and great for safety as well. And this is a big pond, man, really big. I've never had a pond this big before. I'll show you guys a little bit of it. Got some mango trees growing on the bank. He was keeping some pigs in here and they were eating mangoes, and the mango trees are now growing, so that's good. I'm gonna probably dig them up and replant them. Good little spot for maybe an enclosure right here. Fences on both corners. And everything's pretty secure, actually. There's some wood boards here, but the fence is pretty dug into the ground. I'm gonna be going through to just double, triple check everything is secure before I let some of my turtles go in here. But check this pond out. It is beautiful. It is, I would say, just as a guess, I would say it is probably, I don't even know, probably 40 feet long by 25 feet wide, roughly. This is actually where they dig these ponds to pull the fill out and make the foundation of the house higher, to stop any kind of flooding, being that, you know, we're kind of in the middle of a giant swamp out here. So beautiful pond. I don't even know how deep it is. I may actually go in one day with a snorkel and just see what's going on in there. But yeah, it is awesome. I mean, plenty of land for turtles to get out, lay eggs. There's boards all along the back here, keeping things secure. And just, this was a big selling point for me when we came out to look at the property. I was like, I love this pond, and I still have tons of space even with the pond. So if you're watching, comment below, let me know what you think. What kind of turtles should I put in here? Matamatas, diamondback terrapins, you know, sliders. What do you think? I'm gonna probably do a mixture of both, but comment below what you think I should keep in here that would do good in a big outdoor pond. Lots of pine cones on the ground. So we got tree cover over here, which is nice. I'm gonna probably add a floating dock in for any basking species I have. I mean, they could get out on the bank, but it would be cool if they had a little floating dock so I could see them sitting out on it. So yeah, beautiful pond, all on my property. I got a canal right back here, more water running back behind the house. I don't know if you can see, the focus might be out, but that canal runs behind my house. And just some things need to be trimmed up. There's palm fronds, but I could do tortoises in here on land. You know, the pond does not have a steep drop off. It's got a kind of a mild slope to it, so tortoises wouldn't fall into it like a swimming pool. They would start walking into it, realize that it's a body of water, and turn around. I've seen tortoises do that in the wild and in captivity, and they're pretty good about knowing when to stop and when to go. So yeah, just some stuff that needs to be cleaned up here, stump. But what a great pond. I can't wait. Probably put some bushes along that back fence there, along this fence here. Got another gate here. So that was the pond. Lots of plans in the future for that. Floating dock, fountain, lots of turtles. I cannot wait to get started on that. Now I'll show you some more of the back of the property. Okay, so after going through the fence here, you can see things are a little overgrown back here, but that's okay. Tortoises are like lawnmowers. Got lots more pine trees back here. There's probably about 24 pine trees all along the back, which is great. These are going to make great enclosures for shade and good for egg laying, because tree roots will keep the soil very aerated and dry, and it holds up well, and it's good for eggs. That you know, I can't get every nest. I miss some nests, so it's perfect. So I'm gonna do enclosures all back here under these pines. It's my ride-on tractor lawnmower right there. Good for cutting. And this here, the owner dug, the previous owner dug a huge pit to build up the pad on the chicken coop, which I will show you in a minute. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear out this debris or burn the debris, and I'm gonna make this into another smaller pond that'll only be about a foot or two deep. So I'll have one small pond maybe for some semi-aquatic species, and then we'll have the bigger pond for the fully aquatic species. Back over here, I'll still have more enclosures. It's a little more sunny over on this side. Got my mosquito repeller. It's just a UV light that kills all the mosquitoes and bugs and horse flies. And then that can be in turn fed to the chickens, so we don't waste anything. All right, so here's our chicken coop that does not have any chickens yet, but we will soon. And this was all here when we got here. So I wanted to have a chicken coop. I was gonna build one, but this saved me hours and hours of time. This thing is like turnkey, ready to go, fully enclosed from top to bottom. It's elevated so it does not flood because of the dirt that he pulled from over there that I'm gonna create into a pond. These are some nesting boxes here. Just a dry area for them to perch on. This here is a tub, like a trash can that will collect water, and the water comes down here for them to drink out of. And this right here is a little door that I can open and close, and I will show you back behind here. It'll let the chickens out to roam, and maybe possibly just have tortoises in there. And I'm thinking I may have the chickens in a smaller area, and I may make part of this basically some kind of a lizard enclosure, either monkey tail skinks or iguanas or chameleons. Let me know what you think. Comment below what you think would go well in there. I can separate part of it if I want to. So I'll come around back here. I'll show you. So that door right there opens up. Just showed you that. And it goes into this big run here. That's basically the same thing, only it doesn't have a top on it. And I can get in there. And this is a whole nother enclosure. I could do so much with this. I could put tortoises in here with chickens. There's a whole perch area for he had Muscovy ducks in this part, and they would rest up on here. So all the different things. I could put a bottom on this and keep some tubs in here of tortoises if I wanted. Just endless opportunity. And just some more nesting boxes here. Just some boards for them to perch up on. And it's just really well built, really stable. It's just perfect. And it gets some good sun back here, but it's also nice and shaded at certain times of the day too. And a lot of the times people think tortoises always need sun. They prefer shade. A lot of species, you don't want to overheat them. back outside the chicken coop area. That's that box they perch up on, and this is just even more room here. This is the far corner. Can do more enclosures. It's very sunny over here, so I think I'm going to be growing a lot of cactus in this area. And this is just more space, which I love. I love lots of space. Can have some big enclosures out here for them to graze on. Got an avocado tree growing there, and this is just more and more space. Some nice bushes growing along here. Got our big tree with a rope swing for my son to play on. And this area will be more for my son to have space to play. It's, you know, it's not all about the tortoises. Just some fallen trees over there that need to be cleaned up. But yeah, so that's the gist of the property, and it's going to be ever evolving and changing over the years. So if you're watching, you're seeing the very beginning of it. Just wrapped up the tour and walked back into the garage, and my lovely wife and my son are out here and got some incredible news. I cannot believe it myself. What's going on, babe?
Well, I was putting an empty box in our trash bin, and I was looking at the spider tortoises, and it looks to be that one is digging. So I asked Ryan to come and take a look to confirm, because we have others that are...
Yeah, so she wasn't 100% sure, because they do sometimes kind of burrow down into the substrate like this one is doing over here. But she pointed this one out to me, and this literally just happened since I started doing this video of the property 10 minutes ago. This female started digging, and sure enough, you could see she's actually excavating the hole with her rear legs. She's moving around back and forth. So she will be, hopefully, fingers crossed, depositing an egg within the next 45 minutes to an hour. You can see all the movement there. So this is very exciting news. I can't believe it that they've literally been here for not even a day, and I already have a female spider laying, so this is awesome.
We gotta let Bob know.
And I gotta let my buddy Bob Cross know, because he's the one who gave me the tortoises.
So you were giving them a tour?
Yep, we're doing a little tour and we're wrapping up.
Aren't you guys so excited? We are so excited. We have so many wonderful plans, and obviously we couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you so much for supporting us and our dreams, and helping these tortoises and trying to just breed more so that there are more out there. They're so poached, and you know, we just want to help conserve them and educate the public.
Yeah, conservation, education, and a little bit of fun mixed in. So.
And now the baby's walking.
Yep.
RJ.
Say bye, buddy. All right, signing out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. If you are watching, please hit that subscribe button, share the video, tell your friends about it, and stay tuned for many more videos in the near future. We got lots of things coming up, and I'm going to be pumping out more and more videos every day. So I hope you have a great evening. If you haven't already, please check out my website, www.southernreptiles.net. Facebook is facebook.com/southernreptiles, and Instagram at instagram.com/thesouthernreptiles. Thank you.